All right, you guys, what's going on? This is your boy Town Biz. So I want to say, and some people are not gonna like this. This not gonna sit well with some people, but I do want to say congratulations to Anthony Edwards on basically winning his basically child support jurisdiction case over his now mama, his newest baby mama, Aisha Howard. I'm gonna say this about Anthony Edwards. I wish he wouldn't do these type of things, find himself in these type of situations. But at the end of the day, people love to use the excuse when it pertains to women and um, basically excuse them from accountability. They'll say, well, they're young and they don't know no better. At the end of the day, Anthony Edwards is still 23 years old. And as you can see, he's finding out the financial hard ways, the ramifications that come when you are a rich, young black celebrity athlete. Now, what's going on here is that basically he won his jurisdiction um, child support case over Aisha Howard. Basically, according to him in documents filed, basically he felt that she moved to California from Georgia basically to try to gain more child support, basically, in the grand scheme of things. That she picked up and moved to California because she wanted them to have jurisdiction over basically the case. But what happened was Anthony Edwards has more money, so based off the fact he has more money, he can hire better lawyers, the best attorneys out there. And basically, they ruled that California didn't have jurisdiction due to the fact that she was once a Georgia resident. She had a Georgia residency, and Anthony Edwards, when he isn't in Minneapolis, he primarily lives in Georgia. So they said basically this is a uh, Georgia case. They have jurisdiction because he is the defendant. Now, what's going on with Anthony Edwards? Anthony Edwards has agreed to pay child support, but basically, he does not want visitation or basically any um, obligation as far as visitation and custody. He just agreed to pay child support, and that's pretty much it. He basically wants to have nothing to do with her or the baby. And that's a unfortunate situation, but at the same time, this is why we have these conversations. I'm not going to just put this all on Anthony Edwards, but we'll talk about that in a separate video about women forcing men to be fathered to babies that they don't want, because it's always been a double standard when it pertains to that. People love to demonize men and call them deadbeats and this and that are irresponsible, but women are not held accountable neither when it pertains to these situations. It takes two people to make a baby. So this is definitely a tip for tap situation. So this is like basketball, basically, you know, um, shooting the ball. If you miss, it's about whoever gets the rebound and has possession of the ball in this particular situation. So, basically they ruled that, hey, no, California doesn't have jurisdiction. So you can't basically tell a man that's living in another state based off the fact that she now lives in California that based off California, what their laws is as far as child support go, that he has to abide by California law because he doesn't have residency in California. So basically, Georgia will have jurisdiction. I don't know how much Anthony Edwards is going to have to pay, but once again, he has agreed to pay child support. Now, Anthony Edwards, as of late, he's been under fire a little bit. You recently had a video that's going semi-viral because some woman said she's not going to give her son any AE1 shoes because he doesn't take care of his kids. So I found that rather amusing because I would love to see what her background is. I just find that funny. And at the end of the day, he's a young man. He doesn't know Anthony Edwards. situation. Now, a few days ago, the girl was kind of trying to defend Anthony Edwards, saying should people, you know, be worried about what's going on in his personal life versus, how he performs on the court. Now, I'm gonna make this very clear: Anthony Edwards is not violating the law. And that's why I found it rather amusing that the lady said you could have John Morant shoes or you could have Kobe Bryant shoes, because Kobe Bryant, we know what happened with Kobe Bryant and we know what happened with John Morant. And Anthony Edwards so far hasn't been suspended for conduct outside of, basketball, you know, off the court incidents. You know, I'm just keeping it a buck. So I just found that very amusing when I saw that video, and I responded to that video, as well, because I did think it was funny, that this lady sat up there and told her son that he couldn't have those shoes. Oh, he doesn't take care of his kids. He probably like, I don't give a damn about that. Like, who cares? like, which I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, let's just keep it a buck. There's issues with anybody that owns some type of business that sells some type of product one way or another. Just think to a certain degree we can't go all so far as, boycotts and all that kind of stuff. So she has a boycott against Anthony Edwards. Okay, cool. But I wonder, do you have a boycott against a lot of these companies that sell food or other companies that sell clothing? I guarantee you she would wear a Gucci bag in a heartbeat. Excuse me, where yeah, I think she would rock a Gucci bag in a heartbeat. I guarantee you she would throw all this stuff about the fact that Gucci put out racist apparel a few years ago. And you had people like Floyd Mayweather cooning it up. So in the grand scheme of things, um, let's just keep it balanced. Um, do I like what's going on with Anthony Edwards? Absolutely not. But then at the same time, I'm kind of sick of these old ass women that's pushing 40 preying off of these young dudes and basically getting with these dudes for basically financial gain. Not having a child out of love, seeing this as basically, I guess you could call us, secondary income or income, or basically using your body to have a child as basically a business. So that's the problem that I had with this. And it's just unfortunate that a lot of dudes don't like to speak out about this because they're worried about backlash. They're worried about Sims coming after them. They're worried about scalawags and whores coming after them. But me, myself, I just don't care. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I just wanted to speak on this situation right quick. Y'all gotta excuse me. I gotta wake up a little bit this early. But nevertheless, I just wanted to, break the news that Anthony Edwards won his child support case. Basically, that Georgia will reside over what's going to be determined that Anthony Edwards will pay in child support for this latest child. Anyway, it's your boy Town. I'm out.